Hey everybody, welcome to another video of vintage TV and radio stuff. Not sure how vintage this is, but it is a radio, and it's one of those emergency weather radios. Everyone seems to have at least had one that eventually found its way to Goodwill, and this is one of them. This is the Totes emergency weather radio. Totes, of course, is a name brand of mostly things like umbrellas and things like that. And you can still buy Totes umbrellas and shoes and things like that online and in stores too. In fact, Totes Isotoner and then a company called Acorn and another company called Manzella all share a website online where you can buy their products. But I don't know if they sold a lot of weather radios, but this particular one had the name brand Totes. I'm sure it was just used to attract people to maybe pick this particular emergency weather radio versus a different one. When they packed this thing up at Goodwill, whoever did it had the foresight to leave it in the box, which I appreciate because it's always a lot more fun to check what the box has to say as opposed to just looking at it. According to the box, 60 seconds of cranking equals 30 minutes of power. It can also be powered by batteries or an optional AC adapter. An earbud headphone is included, but probably not in the box anymore. There was even a way you could try it, I guess, by actually winding it. The winding part was outside of the box. And here's a little explanation of how it all worked. Some of the other features of it. Now, if you've watched my previous weather radio videos, you know that there are good ones and there are bad ones out there. And it's kind of hard to tell based on the Totes brand, because Totes isn't really well known for this type of product, the quality of this particular item. But I don't know if you can see this or not, but if you look at the really, really small print here, it says it's made by Eaton or Eaton, depending on whether you want to go the French route or not. Eaton, E-T-O-N. Now, Eaton is a company that began back in the 30s in California, Palo Alto, in fact. It was known for a while also as Lextronics, and on their website, they advertise this type of product, weather radios, and some are quite expensive. Some look like they're very good. In fact, according to the internet, Eaton is the only radio that is endorsed by the American Red Cross for emergency purposes. So they're apparently, they make some good products. I'm assuming this was not necessarily their premium product, but we'll find out. I'm going to take the tape off, get it out of the box, and see what this sounds like and how it works and how it performs. Alright, well, I got it out of the box. Unfortunately, when I was taking the tape off the front, the AM/FM frequency range part right off of this thing. So it's just hanging by a thread here, basically, as you can see. So I'm just going to take this away. It'll fall off. It's got an off and volume control tuning knob here. Little antenna, very small. About that much antenna. Not very big at all. There's a strap. Oh, and it did come with the earphones. So that's also there. And some brief instructions as well on how to use it. My initial feeling is C-H-E-A-P, cheap. Yes, it's not very well put together. You have some information here on the back. Room for 2 AA batteries. The band selector switch there, weather band, FM and AM. And then the Dynamo or the battery option. Where is the headphones? There they are. Headphone jack there. And then this is it 3 volt? Yeah, 3 volt DC input for a wall wart there if you want to do that. In the front, of course, also is the Dynamo. It has a little slot right there to stay put, more or less. So there is no Totes logo on this at all, which is interesting. Yeah, but the first impression I have is this is not very expensive. Not a very well put together radio. Has good volume, though, I guess, of squelch.
In a new podcast from New England Public Media.
But its reception's bad, not very good at all. Let's flip it to AM for a second.
Yep, we're not at that, but it's going to happen, folks.
You will get the,
as I said earlier, it's a lock.
Station in that we have here. That's an AM station in town.
I'm kind of surprised.
And let's check weather band and see what we have over here. We'll get a weather band in? I don't know. Let's find out. No, not much. It is on weather band, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's just this doesn't go around at all anywhere. So yeah, this is pretty crappy. Let's go ahead and wind this up. I'll do that off camera, and then we'll come back and see if it works with the Dynamo feature. Okay, I just wound up the Dynamo for about a minute, and according to the box, it says, if you can read that, 60 seconds of cranking equals 30 minutes of power. I find that rather hard to believe, but okay, we'll see. So let's go ahead and turn it on. We're on the FM band. And things are still coming in pretty badly.
He's in Knowlton, chase out. It's open season on.
Yeah, so it does work with the Dynamo. It is set on the back to Dynamo. Right? Yeah. And I took the batteries out just to be sure, too, actually. Flip it on to AM for a second here. I think that's AM. That's weather band, actually. Yeah, weather band still does not work. That little red light would come on for weather band, but nothing. And here's AM, I believe. Or is this AM? Yeah, we're back to AM again here, I think. No, the AM's on the far end, okay.
The Olympic team started off pool play today with a 110-84 win over Serbia.
So if you can't get the weather band, what's the point of having a weather radio? It's bad. So anyway, that's it. This is the Totes emergency weather radio. When you could buy this in the store, they were asking $24. I don't think I would even pay the $3.99 I paid for it at Goodwill, to be totally honest with you. If you want to get a weather radio, get a Midland like this one right here, for example, or a Grundig or something that's a little more put together, obviously a little more expensive, but emergency weather radios like this are basically worthless. That's my opinion. I'd like to hear yours. Make a comment below if you agree or disagree. If you like the video, please like it. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll have more vintage TV and radio stuff down the road. Thanks for watching.